Prepare yourself for Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. The cruel crime lord Shizor directs the carbonite capture of Han Solo and his imprisonment aboard bounty hunter Boba Fett's battle-ready Slave One. Now, Luke Skywalker goes undercover with Soldier of Fortune Dash Rendar as he rips through space in his battle-transforming Outrider. But can they stop Slave One in time? It's the ultimate ships for the ultimate battle. Dare to enter the shadows. Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. Figures and vehicles each sold separately from Kenner.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel, Mando number 5, and I'm Keith Guppy. So this is a bit of an impromptu video I'm doing this morning. It's Friday morning. I've got my episode 13 figure focus line video coming out tonight, covering the Power of the Force Orange range. And I did that video and I thought, do you know what, I missed something here. I haven't really given the Shadows of the Empire the justice it needs. I didn't know when to do the purple line. Do I do it with the green line or do I do it with the orange line? So I thought I'd do a little, well, call it episode 13 part B this morning, which I'll probably put out over the weekend just to follow up episode 13 of the Shadows of the Empire line. And I also want to talk about some of the weird and wonderful bootlegs that came out with the orange and purple series. We'll leave the green ones for now. But I thought I'd just show you a few of those as well. So I hope you enjoy it. As always, if you're liking the content, please like, subscribe and comment. And please stay to the end where I'll give you the value of this line. It's not huge, it's quite small. But please stay to the end and I'll reveal all. So the Shadows of the Empire storyline was set between the Battle of Hoth and Return of the Jedi. And involved Dash Rendar, Luke, Leia, Chewie, and it was really quite highly publicised by Hasbro Kenner, and it went alongside obviously the storybooks and probably more famously the video games. I know it was out on the N64, but I've got another little commercial that I'll put up in a minute, which gives you a few little screenshots from the computer game promo.
War, Shadows of the Empire. The evil Empire has struck back with a vengeance, and a new villain, the crime lord Shizor, schemes to replace Darth Vader as the Emperor's second in command. With Han Solo held frozen in carbonite by bounty hunter Boba Fett, it's the rebellion's darkest hour. Now, join Jedi warrior Luke Skywalker, hard-charging Chewbacca, and go undercover with heroic pilot Dash Rendar and his booming Outrider. But can Han Solo be freed and Shizor be stopped? Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire. Look for the authentic figures and vehicles from Kenner.
But there's only 4 figures, only 3 vehicles, a raft of bootlegs, a couple comic packs. Now in front of you here I've got 3 of the card variations. I think there was one more which was a Canadian variation that had a little leaflet in the back. But here on the left you've got the Gigi Guerra Stellari Italian card. You've got the US purple card, and then on the right hand side you've got the UK release, European release on the right hand side. I thought I'd do this video because I really love these characters in this line. They're really cool. But in addition to Luke in Imperial Guard disguise, you also had the leader of the Rising Sun consortium, if you like, which is Prince Zizor. Now, Prince Zizor, he flew a really cool ship called the Virago, and I think it's a real shame that that ship wasn't produced. I've got a few photographs and pictures. It was produced in the Action Fleet line, Micro Machines, but unfortunately it wasn't produced. So they only produced Slave One, the Swoop Bike, and the Outrider, Dash Rendar's Outrider. But even Prince Zizor was a pretty cool figure. Again, as I said, he was in the 2-pack, which I'll show you in a minute. And then they released Leia in her Bush disguise. This one's yellowed a little bit, but that was the third figure they released in this line. yeah, sorry, so there's 5 figures actually. Yeah, so we had Princess Leia, then we had Dash Rendar, the hero of the piece, who supposedly died at the end but actually didn't. So yeah, so a bit of a smuggler pilot, generally a goodie, bit of a rogue, I suspect, a bit like Han Solo. So you had that figure, and then finally you had Chewbacca in Bounty Hunter Disguise. Real cool figure. He's got a bit of a what's it called, a flat top head hairstyle going on there. Pretty cool figure again, in disguise. Like got a metal sort of force eye going on there. But again, I really like these figures. They should have made more of this line, I think. But really cool. So that was the basic figure line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 figures. So yeah, on top of that, there was a raft of bootlegs. I've got one of them. This makes me laugh. This is Star Wario. Looks like they missed out the R. Maybe it should be Star Warrior. But look at the face on Han Solo. I've got some pictures of the other rest of the line, and they're hilarious. Obi-Wan Kenobi looks like he's got I don't know, some sort of Abe Lincoln look going on with his beard around his head. They all had this range of knockoffs had the ATST driver going on. Yeah, and on the back they decided that they'd have some of the Green Line and some of the Shadows of the Empire. Probably just fill up the back to avoid having to do the put the logo on, I suspect, like they would in a proper. So it's a bit of a mashup, and also you can see on here, you can see the different shades of black as you go around. So they've obviously cut and pasted off a proper card, an ATST driver card, and put it on there. So a real knockoff. I'll put some other pictures up for some other knockoffs I've got on there for you, so you can have a look at what else they produced. But quite hilarious. His face is cool. Now, I covered the comic packs in my orange episode, which hopefully by the time this goes out you might have seen. But when I was just doing my research, I realised that the orange ones were only released as the multiple logo ones, multiple language for UK, etc. So the actual American one, bit like the figures, was produced in the purple line. I haven't got those two, and they're a little bit more expensive. Probably these ones you can probably pick up for £10-15, but the purple ones probably more like 25 or almost 30 quid. So I just thought I'd put some pictures up of the purple ones, so just want to show that briefly. Alright, let's take a look at the vehicles. This is the smallest vehicle they released, and the only small one, which is a swoop bike. Now, really cool vehicle actually, and totally unique to the line. With a exclusive swoop trooper inside. Excuse the little old label, I need to take that off really. But yeah, pretty cool. I wish they'd done some more. I mean, they did expand the universe in the Green Line later on, but yeah, really cool, unique looking bike, swoop bike. There it is on the back. So pretty cool really. They only did one, as I said, but again, I'd like to show you some of the stupid bootlegs that came out, and I've got this one, and I don't know why I bought it, if I'm honest with you. But look at that, look at that, bright pink. The colours are completely inverted from the proper licensed vehicle. Look at the trooper. It's awful. But I saw this, I thought, wow, that's unique. I've not seen it before. I've not seen it referenced. I can't find a picture of it. It's obviously got the orange backing, so it's probably a bootleg that came out, was released in Europe somewhere. And there it is on the back. They've got a smuggler's pack on the back showing the picture. So, you know, really odd. And you know, you can see the difference in the two, especially the two troopers. Look at that, and then look at that. Unbelievable, really. But yeah, I thought it was pretty unique, so I thought I'd show you that. And then we had a reintroduction of Slave 1 from the original mould. So, you know, very similar in all aspects. I think even the Han Solo and Carbonite was the same. They did it in the Shadows of the Empire, and then they also did it in the the green line later on. But yeah, exactly the same mould, but in both versions. There it is on the side, as you can see, and on the back they've got hand solar being put on in Bespin. But yeah, pretty cool ship, same mould as I said before. To get one of these now in sealed condition like this is probably going to cost you about £50, so not too bad. Then finally you've got Dash Rendar's Outrider. So this guy's ship, a really unique ship, a little bit sort of Carillion type Millennium Falcon look, but very unique. This came out in this version, and again, like the Slave one, in a green box version, which is really quite hard to get a hold of. Even this one, sealed. This one's in a really good condition. Probably would grade probably an 80 if I sent it away. Even these cost you now probably 80, 90, £100. If you looked on eBay right now, you wouldn't see many on there. I think there's one on there for £160, I think it's a bit overpriced. But yeah, a really cool, unique ship, which featured in the advert for the range. There it is. There, it kind of so it's flat, little bit like the Millennium Falcon in a smaller scale, but then uniquely it flips up round like that, a bit like a B-wing, which is really cool. I've just realised this is actually a Japanese distribution one, so I don't know how rare that is. I've only just noticed that. Look at that. So yeah, so that was distributed in Japan. This one from America. That's the only. I believe this is the only box type one done, because it was the American release in the purple box. But yeah, one of my favourite ships actually. There it is on the top, the way it spins open, bit like a B-wing with a rotating cockpit. Really cool ship. Like I said, one of my favourites. In one you should all get, really. It's really cool. It's one of those few ships that I'd think, yeah, I wouldn't mind opening that. But yeah, cool. So let's move on to how much this little range would cost you. So as promised, let's have a little look and see how much this small range would cost you. So as I said earlier, there are 5 figures. You could probably pick them up, although I think they're only distributed in numbers of about 5,000. I think you can probably pick them up for about 12 quid each. So those 5 would probably cost you £60 if you bought them on eBay now. Then you've got the 2 comic pack purple releases from America. They're a little bit rarer than the orange one, so I think you probably have to pay about £25 to get those at the moment. And then you move on to just the 3 vehicles that you see here. The Slave one would probably cost you about £50 right now. You might get one for 40 if you're lucky. The Swoop bike, again, not a lot of money, probably cost you about £15. But the Outrider would probably cost you about 80, 90, £100 at the moment. So let's say £100, because I can't find one on eBay for any less than that. So small line, really cool line. I love the colours of them. I think that's really nice. I wish they'd done more. But overall, that would cost you £275, and that's obviously excluding the card variations, any of the bootlegs that I've shown you as well. So £275. I really hope you've enjoyed this little add-on to episode 13, and really appreciate you watching, and I'll be back soon. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mando number 5.